Another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. Celtics make a quick stop here in front of their Boston fans, just one game before heading back out.
I would expect for both sides to come out fast and full of emotion, just the nature of this rivalry.
And part of it is they know each other so well. The team that executes best is likely going to come away with the W.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
To the paint. Malone, no luck. But LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Down low. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. And Boston certainly has some of the most knowledgeable sports fans, Doris, in the country.
Kevin, not only knowledgeable, but passionate. And when you think over the four major sports in the city and the tradition of success, it is no wonder they are so committed.
Now, here's Stockton. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game.
All too easy for Mr. Gobert in the painted area. Nicely done.
That one goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
To the inside. And Gobert throws it down.
Boy, that's a dunk we'll see for a while. Rudy Gobert, a little sauce on that one.
Pass to Garnett. Kicks it out to James. That's good, and so Garnett with the assist.
What a great start. They've only missed one thus far.
Inside. A block shot on the way. And it's Malone missing. And Garnett slams it home.
Well, posterizing defenders for over 2 decades now, Garnett. Yeah, he can still do this.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Jazz trailed by 5. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Unsurprisingly, the conversation turned to Rudy Gobert. Let's be honest, he's scary, coach said about the 7-footer. He hinted their strategy might involve trying to, quote, lure Rudy out of the paint so he's not there and slap away our layups. Maybe some tricky play here to try and push Gobert out of his comfort zone. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you. Now, here's Butler after LeBron James's miss. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Stockton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
That one goes. Count it. James has got 5 now.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Pass to Malone. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Garnett, defended by Gobert. Back to Garnett. Plays it up and banks it in. And it's 8 points for Garnett.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
James outside, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Jazz trailed by 5. Pass to Eaton. They set the pick. Stockton looking around. To the middle. Kevin Garnett with the steal. And James throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the infectious dunk.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Kevin Garnett, the big ticket. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Celtics. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Now Bailey. Back to Butler. In the paint, Butler. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the best to ever do it.
Inside, Malone with the steal. Bailey with the ball. Now Garnett defending. Williams scanning the floor. And he lays it straight in.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
To the inside. Edwards. Garnett rattles the rim.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Wide open look. And it's Malone with the rebound. Jazz trailed by 5. Here's Bailey. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Rui Hachimura picks one up. The Jazz shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
To the paint. Here's Yao. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Yao's got his first bucket of the night.
And we saw this in China. Now we're seeing it here. When Nate gets the ball around the basket, he is almost a lock to score.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Utah shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. So he gets them both. And here's Boston. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. Hit the road with that first of a 5-game run. Inside shot. And he can't bank that one in. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control. Things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Back to you, Kevin.
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And that one, good. Yao's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this This is why you give Yao the ball inside. He's good at getting ideal positioning and finishing.
Jazz trail by 4. And a guy who has a quick release and has distance to his shots. Derek Whitedoors converts his chances.
You know what, Kev? There's so many things to love about Derek White. He's arguably the greatest shot-blocking guard in the league. He has a knack for making big shots, and the thing that maybe is most impressive is he gets past grenades at the end of a shot clock and has the temperament to stand in and deliver.
A fadeaway. Utah with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pass to Williams. Fires the 3. Rebound by Yao. Celtics leading by 4. Paxton with it. Still without a basket. And Ace Bailey picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's White. To the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Yao. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Jazz trailed by 4. On the wing, Williams. Down low. And he dunks it down.
Man, you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Here's Yao. And it falls over the rim and in. Yao's got 6 here in this quarter.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
Here's Williams. Here's Heaton. Out to the right wing. To the middle. Nice ball movement by Utah. Lets it go from deep. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Celtics. They lead by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following. The break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Outside, James. Back to White. Pass to Yao. Over Gobert. Yao misses. Jazz trailed by 4. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Mitchell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And DB with Mitchell out there on the court, we have one of the most dynamic players in the NBA.
And Kevin, let's not forget one of the smartest as well. Donovan Mitchell played for Quinn Snyder early. He talks often about now understanding the game at a much higher level.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Bailey. Back to Stockton. Misses the 3.
And
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
In the corner, it's James. Over Gobert. Point-blank range. Too easy for LeBron.
Oh, over the years, LeBron James just so dedicated to improving that jumper. That was sweet.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And so Stockton will bring it up for Utah. 6-point game. They host the Kings after this game, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
James up top. He's got 11. Oh, Garnett, aggressive.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gates. Just keep your rhythm now.
And stolen by James. Hill has the open look. Off target from three-point range. Jazz trailed by 6. Stockton with it. Now Garnett defender. Kevin Garnett with the steal. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Connects from three-point range. Edwards got his second basket of the night. To the paint. Here's Gobert. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. 10 points for Rudy Gobert.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third. And it's White missing.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Mitchell with it. Grant Hill covering. Malone. And the jam by Karl Malone.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, LeBron wants his respect. He said the work that goes into still playing at this level has to be respected. They say, would you rather be loved or respected? For me, it's always about respect. People can lie and say they love you, but you can always gauge when someone is not respected. Back to you guys.
He truly has earned it. Allie, we thank you very much. Jazz trailed by 6. To the inside. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, my goodness. John Collins with the emphatic finish.
And Garnett with the slam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Out to White. Back to Garnett. Outside White. Outside Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And yes, it's good. Collins has got 4 points this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to LeBron. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Offline with his 3. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. So, and with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. Jazz trailed by 4. Stockton outside. Mitchell wide open. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. Mitchell's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Jams. And Garnett with the slam.
He's in such a good rhythm offensively tonight. KG turning back the clock.
On the wing, Mitchell. Has to Gobert. Garnett with the block. Garnett puts it on the deck. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Jimmy Butler. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
And stolen by Stockton. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Inside, knocks it loose. Kevin Garnett with the steal.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball secure. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Edwards. Jacks up a three. A rebound by Malone.
And I think that one... could have easily have fallen for him.
Stockton down low. Three-pointer, Butler. Oh, Butler draining the three.
Wow, you don't see Jimmy Butler go to the three-point opportunity that often, but knocks down a big-time shot there.
The shot is good.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
James rips down the rebound. Celtics leading by 3. Outside Edwards. Now Garnett. Misses the 3.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Mitchell sinks the big jumper.
He really thrives in high-pressure moments. That's a big-time play.
Now Garnett. Outside Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. It's James. And stolen by Malone. And here we go. It's Butler. And that won't go. Missing the go-ahead basket. Now Edwards. Outside here. Outside White. It's stolen by Gobert. To take the lead. Edwards with the rebound. The Celtics with the lead. Outside White. And stolen by Butler.
KG has has always had tremendous instincts, sends another one back the way it came.
Anthony Edwards hammers it home.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And there's the dunk.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now Edwards. Now James. Malone with the steal. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. Ah, the dunk to punctuate.
Well, Jimmy Butler loves to rise to the occasion, sticks it right in the defense's face.
Here's White. And the turnover again by Boston.
Well, how big might this sort of mistake play out? You never know, but sometimes these are game changers.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. And he commits the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
So it's Utah who scraped by with a win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Drill. Yeah, this is not a fire drill. The real thing. Yeah, you know that. At nighttime, daytime she don't see me. Acting like a pocket holding 50. Pull it with him. This ain't Disney. Spin that benefit. Still identity. Put a. Can you flip it? Like Paul Wall, I might just put a grill in. Boy, go get your paw pawns chili with the chili. You know me, pull a Pluto.